Okay, so the purpose of this video that I'm making, I wanted to put something up on Facebook, and I thought as if I actually just wrote it, a lot of you wouldn't read it, only because it's a lot of words, and I know that if I actually wanted to read something and it was a lot to read, I wouldn't read it. So instead, I'm just gonna read it to you because I feel that it's too good for me just to keep to myself. It's something that we went over on Sunday when I went to church. They just started a new series called The Shop. It started this Sunday at Potential, and it's basically, well, this first one was about your engine inside of you, what motivates you. And something that really stuck out the most to me was in Galatians 5:19 to 23. And I'm going to go ahead and just read it to you. I'm sorry that I look like this. I actually just woke up. So let me go ahead and read it to you. In Galatians 5:19-23 says this: "It is obvious what kind of life develops out of trying to get your own way all the time. Repetitive, loveless, cheap sex, a stinking accumulation of mental and emotional garbage, frenzied and joyless grabs for happiness, trinket gods, magic show religion, paranoid loneliness, cutthroat competition, all-consuming yet never satisfied wants, a brutal temper, an impotence to love or be loved, divided homes and divided lives, small-minded and lopsided pursuits, the vicious habit of depersonalizing everyone into a rival, uncontrolled and uncontrollable addictions, ugly parodies of community. I could go on. This isn't the first time I have warned you, If you use your freedom this way, you will not inherit God's kingdom. But what happens when we live God's way? He brings gifts in our lives, much the same way that fruit appears on an orchard, things like affection for others, exuberance about life, serenity. We develop a willingness to stick with things, a sense of compassion into the heart, and a conviction that a basic holiness permeates things and people. We find ourselves involved in loyal commitments." This passage made such an impression on me because it describes a lot of things that us, especially me, as a Christian, want all these things. Like when he went into detail, joyless grasp for happiness, trinket gods. We don't even know it, but as something as so small could be an idolship, and there's so many details that would keep you from being who God has called you to be, your purpose. And we need to start getting into our ways because our days are counted. And God spoke to me Sunday. He spoke to me and he told me deep in my heart that this is it. You need to start living in my way, because if not, you will be left behind. Clear as day. This is not a joke, people. This is going to happen. Tragedy is going to happen. And there's a series of events that's lined up, all waiting to happen. And I don't want anyone to be left behind. My family, my brothers, my cousins, and a lot of people are going to reject me. A lot of people are going to reject my word, because though it says in the Bible that people are going to be rejected. People that are out there trying to do God's will, and I've been, I've been sleeping for a while, and I don't mean nap time sleeping. I mean like spiritually, I've been asleep, and I feel as if right now it's time to stand up. So, this is my message to you guys. Take it as you will. You can reject it. You can still be in your thoughts and your feelings towards God, but this is just a message that was sent from above to give to you guys, that that we're in the end of days, and we need to get our lives together and be closer to God, because it's now or never. So I pray for every single one of you guys. In Jesus' name, thank you for taking the time of viewing this video. I'm not perfect at it. I never do this, but, you know, I'm walking out in faith and just taking the time to do it. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.